Welcome to Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. This is going to be Project Sam. It's also kind of a special episode because 3 years ago this week, this show was born. So happy birthday, Bethel Brothers Hot Rod, I guess. It's been a long time wrenching, learning, listening to haters comment on the YouTube. But I'm going to be building a little something today. Might kick this episode off, so stick around, stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff to go over. Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Alright, baby, so here we are inside the doom and gloom of the blackness that is Sam. This may not seem like a big need, but I don't really have a place to put anything in here, like drinks or stuff in my pocket, change, that kind of stuff. Don't have a lot of room, and because the stereo is right here, I don't want to put drinks anywhere near this area, so oops, I got some junk in your tunage. The only real space I got is down here next to the shifter, and I keep contemplating this idea because there isn't a lot of room, and I don't want to bump my foot on the pedal. But after some imagining and moving my hand around and blah, 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 I think I figured out a spot where I could put a little something, something and make myself a little happier, appease that inner need, which I have to build something to go here to hold my drink, and maybe the co-pilot's drink. But the co-pilot's really not that important to me. It's pretty much, if I had my way, I'd take this other seat out and put more speakers here. Haha, sucker, it's a one-man ride. But we'll fabricate that and then see how it goes, and maybe go over the list of fabricated parts here on Sam, since this is a 3-year anniversary show. All you awesome people watching it. I also got to chase Chucky around, so maybe I'm hoping I can get this done. We'll see. Alright, people, there it is. Drilled out some holes. I left this piece off. That's going to cover this front piece up. But I want a carpet underneath here, so when you're looking down through there, you just see some black carpet. Then I'll screw it all together, and I'll show you a little bit more when it's carpeted. Kind of follows the same design as the shifter and the thing that's holding the stereo, so it'll look pretty cool. It might even just fade in, and you won't even really notice it. And there you have it, people. Kind of disappears, and it holds the cans quite well. Pretty deep, so they can't spill. Got a little flat deck over here. I might make a little something to cover up this seam, but for the most part it's out of the way. Nothing's gonna hit. So, success, dudes, dudettes, people.
Alright, people. Since this is pretty much a special episode, and I fabricated that cup holder, I thought because of the 3-year anniversary, we would go over some of the fabricated parts. So get your counting hats on, let's go through this.
Well, we start here in the engine bay, good as place as any. Fabricated the water return, the cap, this little deal to hold the fuel line, another bracket down there to hold the alternator, headers ×2, the radiator mount, top and bottom, the tranny cooler mount, top and bottom. This side over here where the hose goes through, brackets like this on both sides. One thing I did forget was this top for the hat for the air cleaner, and the bottom. Made both of those. Go out front here to the grill, did these light covers, made those both sides, so that's a ×2. Put the 51 Chevy grill in there. That's pretty hard. On the other side where there was a windshield wiper, I made a little cover. Go over there. So that's a fabricated part. Into the cab now. This gauge cluster. This that holds the switches. This little cover that goes on the steering wheel. Down on the bottom. Steering column. The brake pedal, the brackets that hold the brake pedal, and the plunger. The gas pedal arm, the whole upright that holds it in there, and the pedal. The shift box, the cup holder, the CD player storage box. The cover that goes on the jockey box. The inside of it because it was gone. The new floor that's in here. The dills that are above the door, the trim. The trim right here on both sides, so that's a ×2. The new battery box. The door to the new battery box. This bootleg dill to hide stuff. Remember that? Now if it'll go back in. The door panels. The armrests. This shelf that's back here that holds the speaker, made that. The mount for the amp. The speaker boxes for the 6x9s and tweeters. The fuse box deal here. The fuse box kind of thingy I made in there. Yep, that thing made that too. Can't forget the light switch armature thing I made for the switch for when the pedal goes on and off to activate the back lights. I think that's it for the cab. This light housing bumper tailgate thing, the mounts for it. Underneath we did the shock mounts, so that's a ×2. The drive line, that's one. That hoop and that hoop, fabricating that cross member. The toe bar thing I made in the back, that's another one. Joe doing the cross member. I think that's about it. Joe just got back from SAC from bidding a job. Figured out how to make the radio work in there. You push it in.
It's in Linda.
Oh, I thought it was in Sacramento.
No, it was for a friend that
knew our grandfather on our father's side way back in the naval days.
served with him in the Navy.
In the Navy. I was going over some parts that we made on this.
My camera.
Yeah, it is. Can't you tell by the bad, video? My camera was way better.
Well, you can stop using my camera.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So there you have it, people. Joe might get this job so we can make some more money and make some more parts. 3 years in the making. Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Hard to believe, huh? How many fabricated parts was that, anyway? A lot. Anyhow, gotta go play with the dog. Thanks for tuning in and watching Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Peace out, baby!
Hey, Chucky! Hey!
Yay, Chucky! Chucky's awesome!